Hello there, and welcome to another motorcycle ride as I make my way across Michigan and into Wisconsin. Rather than focus on kind of what you see and what you can hear, I think I'll start off by showing you what I discovered, a surprising person I met on the way. Just stopped here overlooking the lake, and if this guy's going across the country, he is my own personal hero. Well, that guy was headed across the country. He had started in Vancouver, Canada, and he was headed towards Nova Scotia, all on that bike. Been at it for over 2 months, going about maybe 60 miles a day. It's always great to see someone who kind of puts you in your place, and that no matter what you do, there's someone else there kind of making you look like a putz. So I've stopped here just off the road. You can kind of just see what the scenery is. This is people's backyards. This is not a area for the super wealthy. A lot of times these are just, everyday people who just happen to live in the area. There's so many lakes and other things. I'm not even sure what the name of this lake is. But this is the kind of scenery you get to sit and see all along the place. While still in Michigan, I'm about to cross over into Wisconsin. And I'm just going to take a moment right now to discuss why I'm not going to stop in Milwaukee. I know I've said I don't like to ride through cities, but Milwaukee would be a special case. The reason Milwaukee would be a special case is because it's very important to brewing. 3 of the major companies that would influence how beer was done in the United States don't come out of Milwaukee. You got Miller, Best, and Pabst. They're all founded in Milwaukee and will play an incredible role in growing beer throughout the United States and even influence it to today. But last few days they've actually had race riots. And that's just one of those things. You can't predict right now what's going to happen in some of these big cities, so it's best to avoid them. I mean, this just confirms my thing to avoid Minneapolis as well as I head down through there. But taking the view, love it. Milwaukee notwithstanding, I prefer dangers like this. You can see the little friend out in the middle of the road who dashes out. Always got to be aware, and I'd rather deal with deer than riots. Never underestimate what you might learn along the way. Right here is the story of Major Dick Bong, the America's ace of aces, who apparently shot down more planes than any other American in all-time history. Won the Congressional Medal of Honor. I did not know that. It's amazing the little things you can learn on any journey. There's one thing I'd like to say, and if it's okay if I get a little metaphysical and philosophical on you. To do a trip like this, you are alone a lot. Even if you do it with other people, you're alone in that helmet. Even if you're listening to music, you're alone with your thoughts for hours on a day. It can be overwhelming, and it depends on where you take your thoughts that really matters. You can take them to good places or bad places. We all have those positive, self-affirming thoughts, and we also have those negative self-doubts that creep in. And it's all a matter of counterbalancing it. In many ways, we kind of seek out those who reaffirm us, while shy away from those who make us feel bad. Some people are also self-destructive who do the inverse. But the point here is trips like this, you really spend time thinking about what's going on and where you're headed. And it can be a lot like the road that just continues to seem to go on forever with never an answer and never an ending. And it's a great way to find out who you really are and to really discover yourself is to spend some time on the road, places you've never been, talking to people you've never met, having a time and just kind of finding yourself and just continuing the journey again on the road. I thank you all for watching this. Subscribe if you'd like to follow along as I move through the country.